Hello friends, welcome to System Admin Tutorial. Today we'll discuss about the Tomcat installation in Linux platform. Okay, in the last video we have seen how to install and start our Tomcat in Windows environment. So in this video we will see how to configure Tomcat in the Linux. Okay, so before going for the installation, first you have to download the packages, that is Tomcat and Java packages. Okay, so how will download? From where you have to download, I will provide the link in the description. So before going for the installation, first download this Apache Tomcat. You see in the link you will find all the packages. So I am going to install the zip file. Okay, so first you have to download this one. So in the zip you have to right click and copy the link location. Okay, once it is copied, you go to your terminal and use the wget command. Okay, then you have to right click and paste your link. Okay, yeah, and the path is desktop, so whatever the file will get downloaded, it will save at the desktop location. You see my file is downloading. Completed successfully. So next we'll clear the screen. Next go for the Java downloading. Here the Java is there, the link is there, so you go for the Linux RPM file, you can download, or the zip file, whatever you like. You just copy the link location. Okay, and go to your terminal. There also same process. Okay, I'm changing the directory to OPT. Okay, here I will keep the Java file. It is downloading. 24% completed. So for the Apache Tomcat, Java is required. So without Java or JDK, JRE, whatever you want, you can install and give the home path. Without this JDK or JRE, Tomcat will not work. So this is the basic prerequisite for Tomcat. Okay. So installation completed. Clear the screen and list the file. You see Java is there. And go to your desktop. Tomcat is also there. So what we'll do, first we have to unzip the file. So how will unzip this? Click the unzip command. Unzip is on the unzip successful. You see the folder will be created. You see one folder created on the name of Apache Tomcat. Okay, unzip completed. So next we have to unzip the Java file. Okay, cd opt. Okay, the name of the Java which we have downloaded is AutoDL. Some name is there. So if you want, you can rename this one. Okay, Java is there. We have renamed the folder. So now we have to unzip this. Okay, this is not in the zip format. it is in the tar, so you have to extract using the tar command. Okay, we have successfully extracted using the tar. Now list, you see the JRE 1.8.0 underscore 261 is the update. Okay, 261 is the update version. So this is the location of the file. So after unzip or extracting the Java file, you have to give the path in any of the location. In Linux, we are having number of locations where we can provide the path. So here we will see. Here we will check in the etc profile.p. Okay. Okay. If we use the profile.d, then we require to create another file. So inside the etc profile, we are just creating. You see, inside etc profile, you will go to the end of the line. There are number of places, so we can use anywhere. You can also add the same path into the .bash rc file. So here we are doing at this location etc profile. First, you have to use the export command. Then you have to give the Java home. OPT, then the location is let's see JRE 1.8.0. Okay, this is the complete path. You use another export command, then you have to export the path. Java underscore home, right? Then you have to give the bin. After that, bin folder is there, so bin colon dollar, to give the path. Okay, this is the way how we set the environment variable in Linux. I have to save the file. Now you have to, what you have to do after providing the file, you have to reload the file. Use the source command, or you can directly use the dot space etc profile. Okay, by using this method you can also reload, or you can use the source also. Okay, this is the two ways. Now you see Java hyphen version. So you see the Java is showing the Java version, this one 1.8.0 update 261. Okay, so after that what you have to do means our Java is already set. So what we'll do, we'll go to the directory root desktop, then Apache Tomcat. Okay, this is the one. Then you have to go into the bin folder. Then in bin you can see number of files are there. So what you'll do, you have to start the startup.sh file. In Windows we have started .bat file. In Linux we'll start the startup.sh file. So how will run this one? Dot space we are already in the path. So space startup.sh. Okay. So after providing the path in your etc profile, you have reloaded using the source command, and after that you have to give the permission, execute permission to the Apache folder, so that whenever you will start the script file, it will run without any error. Okay. So currently I am giving the execute permission to the complete folder, and it is I'm giving the full permission. Okay. So this is the folder. I have to use the recursive. Okay. So after giving the permission, you have to check. You see, the complete execution permission has been assigned to all the path and folder. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to run the command. Okay. You go to this directory, then you have to start the command bin startup.sh. Okay. Here you see the Tomcat has been started. Okay. This message is coming, means your Tomcat started successfully. Without the execution permission, it will not work. So you have to give the execution permission, because some interlinking script file also there. So you have to give the complete directory. Okay. Now you have to run the command. This is the IP address and the port number is 8080. Okay. So you see the screen is coming, Apache Tomcat, the version is coming. If you are seeing this, you have successfully installed Tomcat and congratulations message is coming. Okay. So this screen is coming, means your Tomcat is working properly.